As the holiday season approaches, Jefferson County Toys for Tots is still looking for help this year. Organizers say so far the United Way has given $1,000, USPS has given $500, and fundraisers are planned at Chick-fil-A and other locations across the county. Officials say the need is growing year over year. Toys for Tots provided 9,000 gifts for about 3,000 kids last year. Officials say that's the most in at least 6 years, and the need may be greater this year.
It's possible. As the need grows, we try to accommodate, and I think word gets out, and then we can help with a few more people.
The organization will take donations of toys or money. For more info, visit our website www.nytv.com.